From the 1st of January 2014, new waste regulations come into effect. All Scottish businesses, no matter how small, will need to separate these key recyclables: plastic, metal, glass, paper, card, and most food businesses will need to separate food waste.
Graham Construction have been appointed as the civil contractor by Samsung Heavy Industries for the construction of a prototype 7 megawatt offshore wind turbine in the Fife Energy Park in Scotland. As a 7 megawatt turbine, it's one of the biggest offshore wind turbines in production at the minute. Samsung Heavy Industries are using it as a demonstrator within the energy park. They're based in the Renewables Innovation Centre that Scottish Enterprise have developed.
In our canteen on the Samsung project, we have an environmental information notice board, and on that it details our waste segregation area, the types of material that we be looking to segregate. It's just really as a visual reminder for our staff as to what material should be placed where. So basically we have our food waste bin, and we have our plastics bin, we have our glass bin, and then we also have a general waste bin, which is really for contaminated wrappings. And that's pretty much the segregation area in the canteen. In terms of the receptacles that are in the canteen, they're open top ones, because we feel that obviously it helps your staff to actually use those to place in the correct item in the correct receptacle. The setup that we have right now is that in each of the separate receptacles there are bags, so when they're full the bags are collected by a member of the site team, and then they are placed in a secure area until we get an ultimate collection. And that ensures that when they go off site, although they're going off together, they're in bags and it's a separate collection, and there's not any contamination from one bag to the other. As part of our waste management training, all site operatives and anyone else, any subcontractors coming onto the site, are initially inducted on site with our site waste management plan. They also receive top-up training via toolbox talks, and then site-specific training that would be provided by the site manager or environmental advisor. A toolbox talk is basically more of an informal training session where site operatives are briefed on this specific topic, whether it be waste segregation or waste hierarchy or any other environmental aspect. We have environmental toolbox talks on the Samsung project once every 2 weeks. As part of the initial induction, we train our staff and subcontractors on the different types of skips we have on site, the nature of the materials that can go in each skip. We also have signage against each skip, which actually depicts the type of material that can go in there. So for instance, if it's a metal skip, it's got a list of yes, what can we put in here, and no, what can't we put in here. We also have a waste champion who monitors these skips, and he's based over there every single day, and he monitors who's putting which material into which skip, and just ensures that there's no cross-contamination between skips. The main waste materials on this site at the moment are metals and timber, and hence that's why we currently have a metal and a timber skip. As a project progresses, and the same as in any other game project, if you go through periods where your waste stream changes, then we obviously change the type of skips we have on site to suit that. So right now it's metal and timber, but that may change throughout the project, and if that's the case, then our site setup will change to support that and facilitate it. The other types of waste that we also segregate is any special waste that might arise on site. Very limited volumes, but waste such as your aerosol, spent aerosol cans, and any oily waste that might arise.
We can save you money with free specialist advice and support on energy, water, raw materials and waste, and get you regs ready.